Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Richard Plunker from the Puppet Geek and MMGN.com, and today guys, we're going to be talking about headsets, in particular gaming headsets. Now if you've been following the stories across Microsoft's press conferences over the Xbox One, you will know that they actually gave rights, exclusive rights to Turtle Beach to actually have the first rollout of their gaming headset range. Now this caused a lot of problems because it actually found out that the Xbox One actually had a different adapter to the current Xbox, so that means all your gaming headsets and what you have right now don't actually work. I mean, that being with the mics, there's always a way to get around it, but at the moment, people are going crazy because basically all that money you've spent on gaming headsets, being from $50 to $350, is not going to work. Now, with this being said, I'm sure Turtle Beach will come out with some sort of adapter which allows you to use your other headsets. But I think they're going to hold back for a little bit just because they can roll out their new gaming range of headsets for the Xbox One, and people are going to go out and buy that. And then maybe after 6 months they're going to come out with the adapter, because I'm sure it's something quite simple. Now, we're not too sure what the actual plug-in of the headset is, and a lot of people are saying, why didn't they go like Bluetooth like the PlayStation did and USB? Because that was a really, I found it, being a PlayStation user, a really great tool to have, because if basically my Bluetooth headset died or I didn't have one, I can always grab any Bluetooth headset and it worked. Saying that though, after when I started using it for the first time on the PlayStation, it had a lot of problems. You didn't get really great audio. If you didn't have the best internet connection, also you were getting a lot of lag with the audio. So it did have a lot of problems. Now, with that being said, obviously PlayStation came out with its own gaming headset instead of the Bluetooth headset, and it works over USB, which worked flawlessly. And people say it's one of the best headsets on the market right now for the price. Now, going back to Xbox One, we're not too sure if they're going to actually come out with their own headset also. It'll probably be one of those, cheap bundled headsets which usually come with the Xbox, which you just plug into the controller. If that, hopefully, some people are asking for wireless. Some people are saying they actually hated having a cable to plug into their controller. Now, I found that, using one before is actually quite useful because, it's right there. It's all in one unit. You don't have to actually plug it into your console or anything like that. But at the same time, wireless is a good option. But then you have to deal with batteries and, recharging them and all these different problems. Now, going back to Turtle Beach, obviously they're going to have a wide range of headsets, I reckon, when they first roll out. It'll probably be, they'll have the cheap range, which will plug directly into the Xbox, which usually one of their cheaper headsets go directly into the RCA, which you get the sound, and they'll probably have an adapter which goes into the mic so you can actually use the mic. Now, going into their mid-range, it'll probably be exactly the same thing, but you'll probably have some features on the actual headset where you can do some funky things like, different presets and stuff. And then going further down the track, they'll probably have their, high-end MLG gaming edition headsets, which will be wireless and wired and all these crazy things. Because as you know, of last year, I think it was, they actually obtained the rights to actually be the, official sponsor of MLG games. And which was quite interesting because I found that, being now an Astro user, I actually like the Astro headsets. I've used both headsets, the A50s and the A40s. Obviously, some people like the A40s because of the wide, solution. I prefer the A50s because, I love wireless headsets. It's just more convenient for me. Maybe not for other people. And it's like a debate between wireless and wired, between anything, keyboard, mice, headsets. It's always the same thing. But in particular for myself, I love wireless. I haven't had a lot of problems with the A50s. Usually every now and then it might drop out, it might cause a little bit of hiss, but that's quite reasonable for a wireless transmitter to do that. Now, for the price being though, you do pay a little bit extra. Now with Turtle Beach, their prices, I'm not too sure how much they're going to cost with the Xbox One. I assume it's going to be, I reckon their most expensive one will probably be around $350. This is Australian pricing, and the cheapest, maybe even $100 being a next-gen console headset. Now, we're still not too sure what the adapters are going to look like. I'm sure some other companies will find a way to adapt this to make their headsets work with, the next-gen consoles. But at the same time, I reckon it's a big hassle, especially if you spent over $350 on a mad-ass, kick-ass headset. and now it's just practically useless. I'm sure you can still get audio by feeding in like, RCA cables into that, but mic wise, you're pretty much out of luck. Anyway guys, I hope this is an interesting conversation. We can start down below in the comments. Leave your comments down below on what you think the Xbox One is going to release on the headset market, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.